There are 3 things I don't like about Ant-Man, and here they are. Just like the Hawkeye scene in the original Thor movie, Marvel realized in post-production that they didn't have any scenes connecting this Ant-Man movie to the Avengers, so they grabbed an Avengers actor they knew wasn't doing anything, and contrived this scene just so we can have a little action, and an Avengers cameo. Overall, it's pretty pointless. Next we have the briefcase fight, where Ant-Man and the villain Yellow Jacket fight inside a briefcase. And in a very unnatural and contrived way, Yellow Jacket yells out to Ant-Man, "I will disintegrate you." And for some reason, this activated Surrey on the cell phone inside the briefcase. And Surrey took this as an instruction to play the song Disintegration by The Cure. The line that initiated the song, and the song itself, plays so awkwardly that I could only imagine it was some Marvel executive that had just seen Iron Man 3 and said, "Remember when the audience went crazy when we played that song Blue? We should throw a random song into Ant-Man. The kids will love it." The problem being that the song Disintegration doesn't fit into the big action sequence of the movie. It's a mellow goth song, not something to fight to. Not to mention, I wasn't a goth kid in the late 80s, so no one I know's ever heard of this song. The briefcase fight scene is cool, but the song just takes me out of the movie. And my final problem, 2 out of the 3 wombats. And I'm talking about Dave and Kurt. I think the reason I don't like Kurt is his unnecessary Russian accent. There's no real reason to have it, and maybe I'm a little sensitive, but I get offended when people imitate the accents of foreigners. Maybe it's because of my thick Chinese accent. But seriously, I like this actor. I just don't like this character. And then there's Dave, played by T.I. And in this case, I don't like this actor or this character. He's trying to be funny and failing at it. And then there's the third wombat, Luis, who ironically is the best part of Ant-Man. No, seriously, he's my favorite part of this movie. He's hilarious, and the scenes where he tells his stories are some of my favorite scenes in all of the Marvel Universe. Now these are all small gripes in what turned out to be a funny action-packed heist movie that separated itself from the Marvel films up until then. In my opinion, one of the things that shows how good this movie is the Baskin-Robbins joke. The joke is that Baskin-Robbins is some all-knowing, all-powerful organization that you can't hide from. And this joke is dumb and shouldn't work. But because of how good the filmmakers and actors are, they make this joke work. And if you can make this joke work, you can make anything work. Even a story about a man who shrinks to the size of an ant. And as far as storytelling goes, this movie dives into the hardships of being a convicted felon, Scott Lang's broken family, and how he's trying to hang on to his daughter, the growing relationship between Scott and Hope, Hank Pym, his relationship to the bad guy, and Hank Pym's mission to stop the bad guy from using the Pym particle as a weapon. Also the backstory about what happened to Janet Van Dyne. And they did all that without sacrificing Scott Lang's time as Ant-Man. The creators of Ant-Man managed to not only make a movie that deserves to be towards the top of the Marvel list. In my opinion, They made one of the best origin superhero movies ever made. Right up there with Batman Begins and the original Iron Man movie.